Welcome back everybody to the Saurus701's channel, and today I have something a little special for you. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use spreadsheets. If you're like me and you play games like EVE Online or Boundless or Dual Universe or anything like that, then chances are that spreadsheets are something that will really come in handy in your gaming world. So today we're going to go through some of the basics of setting up a basic spreadsheet, and what we're going to do is we're going to do ore calculations in EVE. So basically it's going to be the price that ore is actually worth in EVE Online. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. We're going to set our ores in this column, and then we're going to get all the different types of ores along here. So we'll just label these and then I'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so what we've got is we've got our basic minerals along the top here. The ores will be going in this column. I'm just going to do 3 ores for the purposes of this video, just to show you how this all works. Okay, so we've got our basic minerals along the top. We've got our Veldspar, Scordite and Plagioclase across here. You can fill in ores as you go. I would suggest leaving enough room for all the ores that you want to use, and then we're going to be doing a bit of calculations down here as well. So go to Atom for Eve. This is a website that can be found through Google. This is an excellent website. It's got all sorts of stuff in it, but what we're interested in is the market orders. So once you've got your market orders up, we're going to go for titanium, and we're going to set the region to the forge, because that's where most people do their selling or buying. Oh, I didn't actually put in titanium. There we go, titanium. Okay, so what we've got here at Jitter is a price of 3.9. So we'll pop over to our spreadsheet and we'll put in, oh, I haven't done this right. So titanium, pyrite, Mexilon, for the purposes of this video, that's all we're going to need, and we're going to put 3.9 in as our price for the titanium. Now we'll go back to Atom for Eve, just minimize that, that was the wrong button. Go back to Atom for Eve, remove the titanium filter, and put in pyrite. Now this does take a little bit of time to do, but once you've got it set up, all you have to, oh, did it again. So once you've got your prices in, all you're going to have to do is change these prices on a daily basis so that you know what the actual current price is. So it's 11.3 for our pyrite. 11.3. Right, we'll get rid of that. And Mexilon. And it is 49.8 for Mexilon currently. So 49.8. Right, now we have to actually calculate the price of the different ores. So this is Veldspar, Scordite, Plagioclase. What we're going to do is we're going to pop over here to Eve, and we're going to find ourselves some Veldspar, Plagioclase, or Pyrite. I think I've got some somewhere. Here we go, here's some Veldspar. So show info on the Veldspar, and it says that it makes 400 titanium units. So that's 400 titanium. Simple as that. And now we'll go to the Scordite. And 150 titanium and 90 pyrite. So 150 titanium and 90 pyrite. Now it's the Plagioclase. And that's 175 titanium and 70 Mexilon. So 175 titanium and 70 Mexilon. Just double check that. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so now we've got our basic setup here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put in the total at this end. Now, this is where things start to get a little bit tricky. Like for this, you have to push in. I am using OpenOffice. I'm not using Excel, but the method is the same for both OpenOffice and Excel. So just keep that in mind. So this is how you do it. You hit equals, make sure that you put this equals here before you actually start your calculation. Otherwise, it will just mess up the whole thing. So it equals, and we'll put in brackets and click on that one. Hit asterisk to multiply something, and then click on the other one, and then we can close that bracket. Now, this 1560 is for every craft of 100. Now what we need to do is divide that by 100 to get the crafting price, but there is one more step before that. You've got to check the refinery that you're using. Like if you're using Dodixie refinery and you've got, say, a standing of like 4 or something like that, then you're going to be, and you've got like maximum skills, you're going to be like 72%. Well, I'm about 72% in Dodixie at the moment. So this is what we have to do. We have to go times 0.72, which is another way of saying 72%. And we want to put all of that into brackets. So as you can see, that's already reduced the price of that, because you're not getting the full price for this Veldspar. You're not getting 100% refined. You're never getting 100% refined. So whatever your refinery amount is, that's what this 0.72 is all about. And now that we have that calculation, that is for 100 Veldspar. So what we have to do is we have to /, which means divide in a spreadsheet, by 100. And because there's 100 when you craft it, and now we have an actual price for each individual Veldspar. So that is the minimum price that you can actually get from your Veldspar. We're going to take this one step further because there are costs involved with sales. And just to keep it simple, we're going to go 0.95. Your sales costs usually come out to about 5% of your total order. So we're going to say 0.95, and that is the actual price that you can buy Veldspar for. Now, when it comes to Scordite or Plagioclase, it's a little bit different because you've got 2 sets of minerals in the actual refine. So it starts out the same. We have to open it like this, and we click on that, multiply it by the titanium again, close the bracket, but now we have to say plus and open another bracket and click on that, multiply it, and click on that. And that will give us the calculation for perfect refine and everything for our Scordite. Now, once again, this is not complete. What we have to do is we have to multiply that by 0.72, and that will give us the price for 100 of them. And then we have to enclose all of these in brackets, and make sure that you do this step because we have to divide that by 100. And there's one more step. That's right, we have to do the sales price as well. But all these calculations are involved in just one simple calculation for your refined price. So that is the actual price of Scordite at the moment. Now, we're going to set up our Plagioclase as well. I'll just do that and then I'll come back. It's exactly the same method for the Plagioclase, except you're adding in Mexilon for the second piece instead of pyrite. And once we've done that, I'll come back and I'll show you what this these numbers down here do, and you can put these numbers anywhere. They don't have to be there. Okay, so now we have our price for our Mexilon, we have our price for our Plagioclase, our Scordite, and our Veldspar. And this is the beauty of having something like this. If the price of, say, Tritanium was to change to 4.1, which it was 4.1 last night, and you change this number down here to 4.1, it updates all of these numbers at the same time. So basically all you have to do is come into your spreadsheet and type in the number value for what it is worth at the time, and that will give you an exact cost of what each individual one of these is going to be worth. So I hope that helps you, and it works for any game. This is the same principle for any sort of game that you're going to be using. There are some more complicated formulas that I might get into in another video, but as for now, if you enjoy these videos, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.